The time is 8:20 in the morning time on this Tuesday morning, December 17th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, December 17th, 2019. Good morning, y'all. This lovely Tuesday morning, December 17th, 2019. It is 8:20 and 29 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 8:20 is GOP's locks up opposition to impeachment may shutter last limits on Trump. Giuliani provides details on what Trump knew about it, ambassador's removal. Born the temporarily hot 737 MAX production in January. 3 people killed as severe weather tornadoes ever deep south. Former Pakistan President Pervez Musharraf sentenced to death for high treason. Pope lifts secrecy rules for sex abuse case. Possible mass grave from 1921 Tulsa race massacre found by research. Use the death penalty in U.S. this year, where near historical lows, report says. Senate cancels vote on controversial vaccination bill after hours of protests. Citizenship Amendment Act, India PM, Modi appeals for calm as protests grow. Just 4% of South Koreans would meet Trump's demands to pay bills with more for U.S. troops, no full fines. Russia and China proposed that using North Korea's sanctions, the U.S. says premature. 2. Asian markets gained after record highs on Wall Street. Look at the Nikkei up 113.77 at 2466.12. Shanghai up 30.03 at 3022.42. And Nasdaq and HSI up 335.62 at 27.843.71. Looking at the Dow up 101.51 at 2235.89. SP 5 up 22.65 at 3191.45. And Nasdaq up 79.35 at 8814.23. A SpaceX rocket lost its nose CO during an otherwise successful launch in Florida. Vaping linked with long-term risk of respiratory disease, a new study. Pakistan's then terrorist court sentenced former military general Pervez Musharraf to death on Tuesday of charge of high treason. New Zealand police identified all 18 victims of White Island volcano. Hong Kong press freedom under assault by China. On former leaper colony in South Korea hopes go for a Nobel Peace Prize. The Trump administration on Monday imposed sanctions on 2 top Sudan government officials who encouraged the conflict in the country, the Treasury said. The House Rules Committee will meet Tuesday to go over parameters on the voting process in the full chamber on Wednesday, where President Trump is expected to become the first president to be impeached. Southwest delays return of 737 MAX dates until at least April. U.S. execution of historic low reflect 3-year trend, report says. Convicted serial killer Lawrence Whitaker has died in the California prison at age of 79 from natural causes, state correctional official said. More than 70 stories of American impeachment. President Trump needed his actions to what the framers of the Constitution of Iran has granted impeachment. A series of violence towards Trump and Safi's killed. At least 3 people destroyed buildings in his wake. Revenue decline continues at Plain Ridge. Lawyer for Plain Ridge Military Carter raises BC Texas suicide case later. Supreme Court found. Edinburgh train station building is scheduled to reopen on Tuesday. Edinburgh, the city's Veterans Service Director, has put out a call for people who attend the service center of Edinburgh veteran who died without a family. Neighbors call about the vehicle in North Edinburgh leads to the arrest. Forecasters, most South schools included Norton open as school still appears out as forecast say this morning so will turn to sleet eventually rain this afternoon before turn to slow again tonight. We'll have more now on the weather segment of the Peter Channel Morning News coming up in a couple of minutes from now. Peter Channel News time is 8:25. Time now for a sports report the Boston Bruins take on the Los Angeles Kings tonight at 7 o'clock at the Garden. And the North Answers boys basketball team will open up the series at Norton High School at 6:30 p.m. against the Bills Mohawks. Cowboys players winners will win the NFC East for the Eagles. And time is up for Eli Bennings to step away from the NFL. NFL apologizes to the Raiders for calling Derek Carr slide. And Peter Cheldusai, mate 25. Time off for Peter Cello traffic and transit check. Baby! Bought the MTA subway looking good, but on the commuter rail. Pittsburgh trade 410 8 from Watches on Spectre Park. Watches at 5 to 50 minutes basket due to late arrival of the trade 401 cosmic spectacular issue at Littleton trade 492 755 for Littleton Route 185 supported. Littleton does operate 5 10 minutes basket due to late arrival of the iPod trade 491 cosmic spectacular issue and Greenbush trade 074 7:03 a.m. from Greenbush is down upon the Greenbush and it's currently 10 20 minutes late to the Smith tissue and due to weather conditions please use caution when near railroad crossing train stations please be careful when boarded and on 9 trains as well as when access to the conference via ramps and stairs. And on the Newburyport line, a lot of delays. Newburyport trade 158 730 from Rockport Summary capacity to the accommodated passengers for the cancel trade 106. The next available trade was 192, which already had a schedule. Rockport trade 106 710 from Rockport's canceled date due to big calculation of main engine. Next about trade 108 8:15 a.m. from Rockport. Rockport line trade 108 8:15 a.m. from Rockport's expected depart. Rockport 10 20 minutes basket to do last minute equipment swaps caused by earlier recalculation and Newburyport light trade 155 740 from North Station Armory 10 20 minutes basket between North Station and Newburyport. Providence train 808 635 from Wickford Junction to Virginia Providence today due to Amtrak substitutions. The next train from Wickford Junction is train 814 745 a.m. Providence train 808 635 from Wickford Junction between 10 20 minutes basket due to Amtrak substitution and the train traffic in. Providence Line trade 810 730 from Providence and Pardon. Providence Highway 5 10 minutes basket due to train traffic in the Thursday out looking good. Okay, look at that. I was in Bowways. 295 and both ends is back between 146 and Lincoln and Attleboro, and 295 on the north bad side. So 95 at Attleboro, 146 slow between the North Smith and Stretch, 95 south bad side, slow between Protective Providence, 95 north bad side, slow before 195 at Providence, 185 west bad, slow between Fall River and Providence, and slow 195 slow both ends between Dublin and New Bedford, and 195 slow both ends around the Wareham Stretch, 25 both ends is backed up around the Wareham Stretch due to an earlier accident, 25 west bad slow around the Board Stretch. Route 6 on both ends is back between Buzzville and Orleans, and Route 6 to the west eastbound side. So the side stretch and board and sideward bridges are slow go, and 28 both ends by the border area. It's a little bit slow because of the conditions. And 95 northbound side slow before 485 and Mansfield. 95 northbound side of low slow between Norwood on and 128 at Gatton. 95 in the southbound side slow between Norwood and 9 and Sharon. 24 northbound side slow between 140 and Taunton down and Bridgewater. 3 stop and go between Plymouth and Braintree. 3 stop outside slow for the Weymouth stretch. 128 slow between Braintree and Norwood, and 7 expressway slow between Braintree and Boston and Mass Pike. Slow between Natick and all your downtown Boston and 128 at the northbound side. So between Needham and Waltham. 128 slow between Waltham down. Burlington on both ends. 93 stop outside so between Medford and St. Bridge downtown Boston. Route 1 stop outside so between Linfield and on the Boston is Summit slow. Cowtell's looking good. And 495 slow between Marlborough down to Littleton. And 128 and 393.95 looking good from 128 to the New Hampshire border. And Central Mass, it's slow go. Mass Pike slow between Surbiton and Millbury. And 290 slow between Auburn and Barber. And 190 slow between Worcester and Leominster. And Route 2 slow between Orrington and Leominster. And the Mass Pike slow between Ludlow and Sturbridge and Western Mass. Slow go 91. It is slow go from New Haven all the way up to the Vermont, Massachusetts border, and the Mass Pike gets slow between Chicopee, Massachusetts, all the way to Albany, New York via the New York State Thruway. So if you're going to be out and about, take extra time and use caution. And speaking of that, take a look at the latest weather situation on the storm. We got some snow coming in a bunch of eastern Massachusetts from the Boston Providence corridor and stretching it down to central western Mass and northern Connecticut and up in the Vermont, New York, to the Severn Bay and much of New York State. But it's Sleet and freeze away from Yarmouth Finance Master to Bedford and down to work and all down to Hartford, Connecticut and down to Poughkeepsie, New York and Nova, New Jersey and Nova, Eastern Pennsylvania and line of rain charge line from River, New York and down around New York City and down around New Jersey and all the way down to Delaware and Eastern Maryland. We have a winter reservoir effect until 1 p.m. this afternoon. Mixed precipitation expected total snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches and an ice accumulation likely and made along the southeast of the Boston Apartments corridor from 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and plan on slippery road conditions and hazardous conditions affect the morning commute and slow down to use caution while traveling. Okay, forecast goes like this. Today, snow freeze rain to sleep, possibly mixed with rain before 11 a.m. Then a freeze rain, possibly mixed with rain and sleep between 11 a.m. and noon. Then rain afternoon, 135 degrees and northeast about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Just 1% due to today's episode, sleep commission 1 to 3 is responsible for today. Rain, snow, freeze rain flight before midnight. Then it just with snow between midnight and 4 a.m. Class guys about 26 degrees, north for about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Just 6% new little commission expected for Wednesday. Slight changes, snow showers up to 3 p.m. Most of that's going to 35 degrees and number of wind coming to westbound 5 to 7 miles in the morning, just to 20% for Wednesday. Partly clouds got low out 11 above, 1 to 2 miles low, 1 below, westbound 9 to 30 miles an hour, gust high is 31 miles an hour from Thursday. Sunny sky about 3 to low about 12 above, northwest about 6 to 11 miles an hour, gust high is 26 miles an hour. For Friday, sunny most coast cover 27 about 42 degrees and northwest about 6 miles an hour. And for Saturday, most sun's cover about 34 about 22 degrees. Calm wind for Sunday, partly clouds cover 41 about 26 degrees. Calm wind coming to southwest about 5 miles an hour afternoon for Monday. Most sun's cover 42 degrees and calm wind coming to northwest about 5 miles an hour. Right now, north of it's 29 degrees and a mixed precipitation. That's great for the Peter Chill morning news on this. To the morning, 7/17, 2019. Peter will be having a good morning, good morning, to hope you have a wonderful day.